It's gonna happen.
Your sneeze? I had to guess that you meant your sneeze. I like to think that the sneeze that is brewing in you is going to be our third guest for the show today until it decides to come out.
It hasn't decided if it wants to make an appearance on the podcast yet, but I really wish it would, because, like, when you need to sneeze and your eyes are just water.
Oh, I can see it in your face. Yeah, your eyes are slowly shutting more and more. That sucks. There's nothing worse. I hate having to sneeze. It's all you want. It is an
unpleasant feeling. And I just wish it would go. All right.
You know what? You just got to quit thinking about it. That's the thing. We're going to get rolling, and it's going to slip right on out of you.
Ew. It just falls. Ew. All right. Hold on. I'm getting today's Patreon shout-out segment happening.
Oh, yeah?
Here. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Oh, here we go.
Forgot that we do that like we do every week.
Well, okay, but not last week, because guess what, guys? We didn't have an episode. I'm sure you know that now. But
yeah, it does feel like a long time ago now. A long time ago now.
I am and I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'm mirrored. I can't tell which side I need to fix. I'm a big proponent of the Mental Health Day, and I think you should be too, and we appreciate you guys and your grace in that matter. And here we are, we're back.
Everybody was super chill. It was nice.
Yeah. We have a Patreon shout out today.
We do. I'm waiting on you to tell it to me. Yeah.
Roll off the bat with that. Let's start. And this one is a name that is near and dear to my heart. This is Casper W. bringing you the show today.
Okay. Casper W is cool.
Casper. Can I keep you? Yeah, Casper.
God. There's so many better things about that movie to talk about. And that's not that line.
Can I keep you?
And that's the one you go for.
Because it's the one that makes you make that face.
It makes all of my bones just feel like they shrink a little every single time I hear it. I hate it so much.
Your whole body just goes, just a little bit.
Yeah, it does. It's like the Grinch's heart, and I don't know what's going to make him expand again.
In reverse. Yeah. I tell you, that scene scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
I feel like you did. I remember you worrying about that your heart could just spontaneously compact itself.
That's too big. That's too big for a heart to be.
I mean, it was too big for a heart to be. I mean, medically, there's some issues.
You can have too big of a heart. I'm just saying.
You can have too big of a heart, especially when it just happens. If it just happens, I think that you're in for a world of trouble. Yeah, an enlarged heart. I don't know much, but I hear that an enlarged heart is generally something concerning.
Speaking of things you hear, do you hear that plane that's apparently landing right outside my window?
No, but it's better than the landscapers, so they're not gracing us today. So we're all.
They seemed to come by already, so.
I guess I got to be doing this. I got Casper W. I just remembered what we were doing and where we were. Okay, this is the first one.
Sometimes you just gain sentience like that.
Yeah, it just pops back in like when it does for Dinah when her eyes light back up once or twice.
You get the light back in your eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa, yeah. I love you, Casper W. I love you twice as much tomorrow. Whoa, I love you, Casper W.
That's intense.
It is. At least it's not like a threat like some of them I felt like.
Yeah. I'm coming for you, Martha, or whatever. I forget exactly the threat. But
eat some Leo Sayer today. Dude, that song is one of the biggest earworms that I carry. Like, I'm sure we all have a few back pocket songs that just constantly plague you. And More Than I Can Say by Leo Sayer, inexplicably for some reason, is one of them. And I'll just wake up and it'll burble on up out of the folds of my mind. And that's what will greet me before my eyes even open. It's just, whoa, whoa, yay, yay. And I'm like, God damn it. And I'm in one of those days.
Dude, that's when you know you're got. That's when you know it's got you. When you wake up and before you've had a real thought for the day, you're already humming it or singing it or whatever. It's tromping through already.
Oh, monstrous.
You know that there is no amount of math you can do to fix that, because they say that's what you're supposed to do.
There's something. It's like our weekend of hell involving Eternal Flame that we've talked about, that me, Lyra, and Mommel shared.
Right.
And we were on a trip, and Eternal Flame had played in a Sam Moon that we were in, and it began. It just began, and the whole rest of like the 3-day trip we were on, there was no peace. There was just no peace. It would be a moment of silence. Nobody would be thinking of it. And then just somebody would say my name, sunshine through the rain. And we're just like, no!
Shit!
Oh, dude, it's a monster. So it's kind of the way that we rickroll each other as a small trio instead. It's you get eternal flamed, and it's just awful.
Yes. Wow. All right. Yeah. What are we speaking of today? What are we communing about today? What are we gathering around the cauldron about today?
Right?
Welcome
Carrots.
to the coven. What?
It's gonna be carrots.
That's what okay, you said it, and then a part of me said, oh, she said spirits. But you've said carrots.
I meant carrots.
Great. Yeah. I love that. I feel like you're building a stew.
Yeah.
Like
I'm enjoying
putting all the
covering
things...
all of your veg, I think I don't know if we did. I don't know if I've ever done potatoes, but like that's missing. Got to get on that. But like, there's been onion.
There's so many things you could do with a potato.
Oh, dude, that's a topic. I feel like that if we ever get into multi-week topics, I feel like the potato could be a very good first one of those.
You ever carve a poppet into a potato and eat it? I did very early on. It scared the shit out of me.
No, but I have watched multiple people carve smoking apparatuses out of potatoes.
Starchy.
Starchy. Wet.
A potato. I've seen an apple. I've seen the classic apple.
Same basic principle. Same deal. Same vibe. Yeah.
I've seen someone be really hard up and just take a piece of foil and roll it and then just bend the end up a little bit.
I know someone who just carved one into their desk.
Into their what?
Into the desk. Like a table that just lived there for emergencies.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Okay, tell me separately who this is, because I need to know.
I will, don't worry.
Okay, great. I'm going to talk to you about tinctures. A little tincture topic. A little tidbit about tinctures. I hate that. Do you ever get on your own nerves, dude? Because I just did it.
Often. I do all the time. Yeah. It was a lot of poppy syllables you threw at us.
I feel like if I heard someone do that in a podcast, I'd be like, next. But I want to talk to you about a tincture. And listen, today's episode, hold on, let me tell you, today's episode 297, which means we have, 3 episodes until our big 300th. And, guys, we have the big giveaway. If you haven't heard, we're doing a giveaway. Technically, 3 giveaways.
3 giveaways full of many things.
We've told you.
Been posting, rolling them out. What's in them? Well, We posted them readings yesterday. 3 readings, 3 giveaways. They're all in there. Dude, I'm stoked.
Everything between physical objects, things that you can do online, such as readings. And if you are interested, again, we're still getting submissions sent in for stuff for this giveaway. So if you are wanting to do the giveaway, you can probably slam in there last minute, especially
today is like the cutoff. If you hear this the day it comes off, we're cutting it off today. It's kind of hitting that point.
Unless it's like digital.
Sure.
Because that's easy to do.
That's
but if you're
fine.
sending something in for the giveaway, that's...
I think we're going to go ahead and cut it.
But hey.
Yeah, that is a good point on the did.
You got a few more days. Jump on it if you've meant to. And other than that, I'm going to roll in because I go first today. And
do it then.
I'm talking to you about tinctures. Now, Macy, you know what a tincture is? You ever seen one?
I have seen one. Yes, I have seen and touched and tasted a tink before.
Have you ever? Oh, I don't like that.
You never heard tink for tincture? Like, especially like that's what they call weed tink. It's like tink. You gotta get that tink. Yeah.
Tink is like my mom. That's like okay. That's like a term my mom would use.
Oh yeah, to go like pee. Yeah,
you gotta to like tink. Pee. Go like tink tink. It was always in. It was always in two. Tink.
Oh,
tink.
I don't like the two. I have heard tink. My mom say tink, but I've never heard tink tink.
Tink tink.
No, ours was. I don't like the double usage.
TT was your. Yeah,
I know. Yeah. I knew. It's the issue that I have with that one. It's when you say it twice. I have an issue.
You go tink tink. Anyway, wowzers. What's the first tincture you ever had? Mine was from Jordan Moon.
I think mine was too, actually.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. I think either that or I think it was Prairie Fire Herbal. They were right around the same time.
Right around the same time.
But it was it was two very good options as a first tincture. And then I made a tincture at a goldenrod for that time, but I kind of fucked it up, so it was like super duper strong. But they taste gross, so it is what it is. I had experience with tinctures mine tasted gross.
Before I knew that. They taste a little. Well, it depends on what you make it.
I don't like the taste of alcohol is the issue,
right?
And so
it's typically pretty strong alcohol.
I taste it. Yeah.
I remember I got a few tinctures from I feel like everyone just called it like the health food store. You know what? I don't even remember the name of the store, but it was just one of those. It was the health food store. You know what I'm talking about.
We literally have a store in town that just says health food out front.
Great.
And it's the health
I
food
think
store.
it might have just been one of those, and it's in the middle of like a strip mall with like a gas station and like a PC repair place. Yeah. And I would go with mom sometimes, and I liked going, and I didn't even know why, but back then I was just like, I like this stuff. I don't know. I will probably figure something out about myself in many years from now. But I I got a few tinctures then, and I didn't know that's what it was. It was just like, put this under your tongue.
Yeah.
And I was an anxious child, so it was usually for like an anxiety relief or something like that at the tender age of like 12 or whatever. But yeah, that I didn't really know what it was, and then getting into all of this and trying the ones from Jordan Moon and Prairie Fire, and I'm struggling to think of any. There's more.
Those were the two initial standouts.
Those were the ones
that
stick with me
because
I remember them.
Yeah.
Because it's different using something like that when you know a little bit more about it versus when you're a kid. Like, when I was a kid, I popped off incense left and right because I was like, oh, it smells cool. This is neat. And my dad always had them in like pewter wizards, like holding them like a staff, and I was like, that's tight. But now
such a different vibe because mom was like so not into the incense because that's for the potheads, Macy. And so, like, she was like, well, listen, that's why you burn them. You burn them to cover up the smell.
She wasn't wrong.
No, she wasn't wrong. But, like, I would burn them, and I could tell that she would just be like, must we?
Looking at you.
Like, must we pop this off right now? But
let's look at your eyes.
I love them. I love them now, and I do. I pop them off on the reg all the time.
Yeah. I just opened my box because I've moved several times, but here recently, I just left some shit from my previous move in a box. for a good little while, and in this move I'm coming around to open. So it's like, it's been sort of like Christmas when I'm, you know, you open up a box of your own shit, but you haven't seen it in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I just opened my box of like herbs and smoke bombs that we got up in that little witchy store that I don't remember the name of, but when we were in Pennsylvania, they took us to.
Oh, I remember those. Those were cool as hell.
Those smoky ones.
Yeah, those were super cool. Yeah. Oh, that's exciting.
I wish I could remember the name, but anyway, so I'm coming across all these things, and I'm just reveling in the like newness of it. Anyway, I'm talking about tinctures. Excuse me. So if you don't know, a tincture, or as I have heard some people say, and this is no judgment, I think it's adorable, but a tincture or a tincture or something like that. Tincture.
Tincture is something I have never heard before. That's fancy.
What?
That's a lot.
You've never heard what?
Would you say tincture?
Like, like tincture or something like, you know, kind of more of a phonetic spelling. I've heard people kind of struggle with tincture before. Okay. And of course, I think we actually even say tincture, which might be a little more country than like the correct
tincture
or something. I don't know.
Yeah, my mouth can only say tincture.
Tincture. Yeah. Tancture.
Tancture. Yeah.
The phonetic. Yeah. Anyway, it's typically an extract of a plant or sometimes an animal material dissolved into some kind of very alcohol-heavy ethanol type thing. The alcohol will act as a solvent to extract the active compounds from the plant material, and the solvent concentration needs to be about 75%. I saw here that solvent, depending on what you use, concentrations of it can run from about 25% to as high as 90%, so that's a way high range. But from what I've seen, stronger is better. Some people out there are saying that you have to have like a 75 or you have to have like a 90. I'm not going to make any kind of definite calls because it does depend on what you're using. So just keep that in mind. You do need a strong alcohol. And in herbal medicine, it is typically an alcohol or an alcoholic tincture made with various, we've got, where's my list of things? Oh, we've got vodka that you can use. We've got Everclear that you can use.
Everclear is a popular one that I hear.
Everclear's, yeah. You can also use vinegar. You can use glycerine. Glycerine!
Glycerine!
Propylene glycol, and some other things, but typically you're going to be using alcohol, and that is because it's going to be safe to ingest. When I say alcohol, I mean like a vodka or like an Everclear, because sometimes if you make your tincture out of another substance, it's not going to be safe to use on the inside. And I like to consume my tinctures. There are other ways to use them, but I do like to put them into my body in some form.
Sure.
So I want to talk to you about a history. Where do you think the tincture began? It's like where everything starts.
Fucking Mesopotamia?
Egypt. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Different, but close.
Yeah. So healers developed the early techniques of herbal extraction. They would use alcohol and medicinal plants to make remedies and sort of laid the groundwork for what would become a tincture. So it wasn't quite on the money yet, but it was a extraction with alcohol into a liquid thing that they would then use for medicinal purposes. Ancient Greece. We have the father of medicine here. We've got Hippocrates. He explored, I can never say his name right, so I just dive into saying it wrong, even worse.
Hippocrates.
No, it's Hippocrates. Okay. You don't understand me. If I can't say something, I will say it wrong 100 times worse to save my own skin.
Sure.
Anyway, Hippocrates explored the medicinal properties of herbs and pioneered the use of tinctures as part of a holistic approach to healing. So we're starting to see a little bit more of a spiritual component come through, but But not really, because even back then, everything had a little bit of a woo vibe to it.
Yeah, I mean, we got to think about the shit that Pliny's writing about, you know?
Right. Yeah. They definitely were rubbing this shit in their eyes.
Sure.
However, the teachings that did come out of this did influence the generations of healers and even scholars after this point who would gather knowledge about how to make these things. And we began to spread it throughout the Mediterranean area of the world. And then the Romans came in and shoved their dicks in everybody's faces. And let's see, Galen, the physician known as Galen, I don't know, just one word, like share, refined the art.
References Galen. He'll be like in entries. He'll be like, and Galen will like he'll just reference.
Like, who the fuck? Like, is this like your friend?
Yeah, who's Galen?
Who's Galen? Galen refined the art of herbalism and prescribed tinctures for a wide range of ailments as like an actual educator. So it became a big part of Roman pharmacology, and they began to trade them along the empire's vast network of roads. So we get branching out into other parts of the world. And during the Middle Ages, European monasteries mostly became known for their experimentation with tinctures, and monks would cultivate extensive gardens, huge gardens for medicinal plants, and they tried so many different ways to like make a tincture. They added so many extra steps into the tincture making process to enhance the healing properties of the plant, you know. But the thing is, at the end of the day, you really didn't need any of that. And a lot of it, all the bells and whistles and all the woo swirly bits that they would use, it just kind of equaled the exact same thing. It was still steeping the plant in alcohol. What
would they do?
Just
instead?
Different, just like, well, this one, yeah, we're going to heat it. We're going to heat it beyond fucking belief while the plant's in there.
Okay.
And then this one, we're going to fucking chill it. We're going to chill it to the goddamn bone. And just different random things that they thought they could do.
Out. Yeah.
Trying it out, which honestly I'm laughing at, but it's not a bad idea because sometimes that's how the best things, you stumble upon them. But you didn't need to like add your piss to every, tincture, which... So they learned that.
Some of them did. Some of them had to.
Some of them did. The Renaissance brought a renewed interest into science, particularly. So we're backing off a little bit of any kind of spiritual, which there wasn't a huge spiritual tie necessarily just yet, outside of the Mediterranean, I guess, area, or the Mesopotamian, just kind of in the origins. There we have the medieval Europe. They're still not kind of super cool with like the witchcraft, so we're not
take a long
like
time to warm up to literally anything in medieval Europe.
And, but the Renaissance is looking at this now and they're like, you know what, this is actually a little bit scientific. And I think there's something here and we need to prove that. Even though we've known this for a long time, we need to look further into this. So they looked into it and came up with like all kinds of advancements and how to make it. They found the pissing in it didn't work, but they found other things might, such as using a stronger alcohol or leaving it for a certain amount of time, or that if it's a bark, it needs to be left longer than just a simple tea leaf needed to be, little things that we know today. This is when they're really starting to lay the groundwork, for our modern day usage of tinctures. And in the 19th century, we have the advent of industrialization, which allows tinctures to be mass-produced. And pharmacies and pharmacists began producing standard tinctures in large quantities, making them available for the public for the very first time, unless you're like going to your doctor and getting some off of him. But you weren't walking through Walmart and you're like, oh, hey, look at that shit. You weren't going to the health food store and seeing these tinctures as a 12-year-old nervous child and going, oh, this will fix me.
Yes.
But now you are. And it's a staple in our traditional and mainstream medicine. So throughout the 20th century, tinctures continue to be used. Obviously, we still use them today worldwide. They are everywhere from Western herbalism. They are within traditional Chinese medicine, and they remain popular for their convenience and their potency, and offering a natural alternative to synthetic drugs, should that be something you wish to explore. Talk to your doctor. Yes.
This was so far back, but now it's ruined so like a good chunk of my brain capacity because it's in my head now. I literally cannot hear the word industrialization without hearing like, industrialization has, what is it, crippled the globe. I just hear repo. I just hear graves.
That is so wild that you say that, because I was scrolling around something completely unrelated, and it was on my fucking new computer, so I know it wasn't tainted by any of my past searches or watch history or anything. But I saw this article that was like one of the rewatch one of the best cyber, I forget what they called it, like cyber goth, whatever in history, and it was just a bunch of pictures of that.
Repo.
I'm forgetting what it's even called right now because my brain won't let me think it. Repo. Thank you.
The genetic opera.
It's a goth opera.
Yeah. It got so many. We covered that, by the way, in case anybody cares about that movie as much as we fucking do. We did a whole 2-part series of Wimp Cat.
I forgot. Whoa. We really did. Yeah, check it out.
We really dove in there.
Over on Patreon.
Yeah.
Let's see, little plug for Patreon too while we're at it, while we're here. Listen, you can help support the show. Have your name shouted out, saying out to the ether.
Let us shout your name at you and say we love you more than we can say twice as much tomorrow.
And we love you
more than we can say.
Or we'll threaten you sometimes.
Sometimes we'll say you're in a river. You don't know why. Did we put you there?
Rolling in the river. Also, there's SimpCap at certain levels. That's our other podcast.
That's the big old treat.
Right now we're doing Kushiel's Chosen.
Squeeze.
The big old, what do you say?
I said that's the main squeeze over there. SimpCap.
Oh, the main squeeze. I had something.
And I'm so deep in Kushiel's Chosen, dude. When you said Mediterranean, I'm in the I'm so deep in the Mediterranean right now because of where we are in that book. I'm just like, oh yeah, brother, I'm already there.
Yeah.
I don't even have to say take me there. I'm living there right now. It's great.
I had some olives, the kind that starts with a K that I can never pronounce, but like the good olive, the really Mediterranean. I had some of that and some hummus the other day, and I was like, I'm Phaedra. That was me. As I watched Ozark on Netflix.
Hey, it's the little bits. It's okay.
That show's getting just skin real tedious for me. All right, mundane tinctures. Let's talk about some of the current day mundane uses. All right. First of all, if you're not looking to use these in witchcraft sense, which I don't know why you would be listening to this podcast, but listen, you don't have to. We don't all have to do everything, but you can still use it in cooking and baking.
Okay.
Your extracts that you use in baking are typically gonna be tincture, or at least tincture related. So your little alcohol, or your little vanilla extract, tincture.
Yeah.
Your little
it tastes like booze.
I love vanilla extract. If I didn't,
I do too. I want to make some.
I would guzzle it. Dude,
I mean, within reason, it would just get you drunk. I mean, it would kill you.
You know what? You find me in a corner with just a bunch of little bottles of like butter extract, McCormick's butter extract.
Gross.
I used to
basically just synthetic butter flavored vodka.
It's gross. Dude, it's gross. I used to get the butter extract or the butter flavor or whatever they call it because I thought it was going to be like a hack. Ooh, I just said hack. Ooh, my God. 2013 Charlye is shitting. Anyway, I thought it was going to be a cool little addition to anything that I would bake. It would be like my secret sauce, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
And it was just nasty. It was just gross.
Not working. Didn't work.
And it just wasn't good. It wasn't buttery. It was like, the fuck is in this? Tinctures can also enhance the flavor of beverages. There is a high chance that if you've been to like a fancy cocktail lounge, you know, the ones where they fucking smoke the rim and they like get your little tiny sliver of orange and they squeeze it and all the orange oil goes all over the place. You probably had a little tincture added into your drink. I know that I've had like a smoky tincture. Bitters in themselves, you know, when it's like add 3 dashes of bitters is a tincture. And
smoke the rim sounds like a sex act.
What does?
When you smoke the rim. Smoke the rim. That's all I could. It's just like, that means something.
It sounds like cornering the bowl. Smoke the rim. I don't know.
Oh, see, okay, that's better.
That's where my head went. But
I went immediately to buttholes.
A good place to go immediately. Cosmetics and personal care have some tinctures used in them. Think about witch hazel.
I love witch hazel.
Witch hazel, like, you know, the kind that have, I'm not trying to say flavored, scented. You know, you've seen the like rose witch hazel. Yeah,
like infused witch hazels.
Right, exactly. Tincture. Bam, you've been tinctured. I lost my place. That's why I'm... okay. Lavender tincture is particularly popular within skincare. It is added to most things that you'll see that is lavender scented or says carries the benefit of lavender, because if you can make a big fuck off batch of lavender, you put a bunch of lavender into a thing of alcohol, you let it soak for a little while, and then you can just add like a squirt of that to your product instead of every product having to have like lavender water, or you have to go through the process every single time. You can just make a mass bunch of tincture. And that's why a lot of skincare companies and extract and stuff like that, it's like a cut cost type thing. It can help save some money.
Yeah, because it's not going to go bad, really, right? I mean, if it's alcohol, like
no.
It's gonna rock and roll for a while. It's shelf stable, isn't it? Like,
oh yeah. Typically it'll be shelf. I think the vinegar one is pretty shelf stable. I actually can't really think of an ingredient that you would make a tincture with that wouldn't be shelf stable. Because a lot of their purpose is to last a long time. Because if you make a lot of this, if you're distilling it, if you're extracting it down so much, it's going to last a long time. It's like a bottle of essential oil. You know, you're not going to use the entire thing. You know, it needs to be, and it also needs to be stored carefully, much like an essential oil. Put it in a dark bottle, keep it in a cool place. Don't let it sit open on your counter for a long time, because it can spoil. It's just kind of hard for it to. People will, within natural cleaning companies, also use tinctures for their products, soaking up the antimicrobial properties of certain things like tea tree tincture, which just sounds cool to me because I'm a fan of tea tree.
I do.
There's also lavender. I know, or I'm sorry, rosemary has been used in a similar way, and a lot of the mint or citrus family, same thing there with their antimicrobials. Then we have floral preservation, which I had not heard anything about, but apparently tinctures made from flowers can be used to preserve the beauty and the fragrance of the flower. And adding a few drops of a flower tincture to a vase of fresh flowers can extend the lifespan, apparently. I don't know.
How does that work?
It seems like, you know, I use the tincture to make the tincture. I use the flowers to revive the flowers.
Yeah.
I would want it to see it tested.
It seems like you're putting a little bit of the ghost of some dead flowers into the water of new flowers. And I guess that ghost sucks up inside of them and lets them live a little longer?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like a ghost chain. Then you got to save some of that water.
Yeah. It's
and put it into the next.
It's like a sourdough starter. Yeah.
It is. Okay. It's a friendship. It's a friendship bread, but flower souls. I like it.
Again, I just saw that. I thought it was interesting. I would really want to see someone try it and see if it actually works. Because I've also seen other things. that they say extends the life of your cut flowers.
You throw a penny in a vase.
Pennies, yeah. Pennies, bleach. I remember hearing that with bleach, with Christmas trees in particular.
Oh.
If you put like...
I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, I've seen it with
like
cut
pouring
flower.
it into like some roses or something.
No, I've seen that too. Like it's like a small bit. It's like a teaspoon. I don't know the measurement, but a small little bit of bleach. Seems counterproductive to me. Seems like you're going to choke those fuckers right out, but I don't know. I don't know how
me neither.
Stems work. Okay, let's see. And there's also various uses, wrapping up here, outside of magic for tinctures, such as refreshing linen, like making a refreshing linen spray, room deodorizers, or even natural insect repellents. But let's talk about the metaphys, because that's what we're here for right now. Herbal magic. So, typically you're making a tincture out of an herb or a flower, because you want to carry the unique energy and associations tied to that flower or tied to that herb. You want to amplify it. You want to concentrate it. And honestly, you just want to have it a little bit longer. Like, here's the thing. If I want to use roses, let's say, I don't want to go buy fucking roses every time I want to use rose in my spell work. I don't want to have to make my own rose water, even though that's nice, and probably should be if you're applying it to your skin, because I feel like a tincture is tincture's always a little hardcore, but like
that's some straight up alcohol on the skin.
I don't want to I just want something I can use like a couple of drops of, maybe put it under my tongue, depending on what herbs and flowers and stuff you use, make sure it's not poison. But for an example, some of the popular ones are lavender for relaxation spells. And then mugwort I saw could be used for enhancing your intuition and psychic abilities. If it's a tincture, a little bit under the tongue, maybe if you're not gonna die because of the mugwort, put a little bit on perfume, on the wrist, maybe. You can also use it to anoint and to bless your tools. It's gonna be more powerful than anointing or blessing your tools with, say, an oil infusion that you've made, right? Because while that's still good and that's still powerful, it's not as fucking tough. It's not as concentrated. We're talking about a tincture boils down to pure raw motherfucking power, right? It's soaked everything out that you can get, and you've put 4,000 didgeridoos worth of roses into one drop. You know what I mean? When they say that?
I feel like it's on a similar plane to essential oils.
Right, yeah,
it's the essence. You have the
bottle
essence.
of lemon has 40,000 lemons in it. It's that vibe. So if you're really wanting the power of lemon, use that instead of one little weak ass lemon. Are you kidding me? You cut it open and squeeze the juice out? The fuck? No. Anyway, so you can apply this to your objects or to yourself to imbue them or yourself with the energy that they carry. Divination and scrying can be also helped if we're using. Let's talk about mugwort. Let's talk about wormwood, all believed to enhance your psychic abilities and to aid in the ghost talking process. And you can also further that by anointing your divination tools, your tarot cards, your pendulums, your scrying mirrors, your runes. Scrolling down.
I've used my tensions. I've used my tinctures mostly for that purpose. I feel like mostly because I made them gross, I have used them in magical spells instead.
Did you make them gross on purpose, like your grody piss spell? Okay.
No, they were supposed to be good, but I made them. The ratio was just so wrong.
It was strong.
It's so much, yeah. Many much.
Yeah, and be prepared for that, y'all. A tincture, they're serious business. They're not, it's not always a pleasure cruise, Sometimes you're going to probably want the essential oil because it's that's nice. If we're talking, again, throwing it back to lemons, it's a nice lemony smell. It's going to be lovely. You could probably put a couple of drops into your lotion and rub it on you and you smell like a Meyer lemon all day. With a tincture, Alcohol and lemons? Strong lemons?
I mean, like, you could literally clean your kitchen with that.
With that, yeah. It'll burn a hole in you. Be careful. So in potion crafting, tinctures are important because a lot of the times they will serve as a key ingredient to adding these magical properties and enhancing the effectiveness of the potion. Whether it be for luck or love or banishing, they can be combined to add these vibes, these magical properties to what you're making without taking up a lot of space doing so within your potion. Also, if you are drinking your potion and you want the strength of lemon, let's say, you want to do lemon for like, happiness, you're making like a happiness potion, you could put like 1 or 2 drops in it and your entire potion and still be able to drink it and know that you have like a powerful presence of lemon there. But it's not like drinking straight lemon, and it's also kind of hidden in there. You could mix some Kool-Aid or something into it and still have it taste nice. Yeah. Yeah. Again, with the cleaning your kitchen, we can use it for mundane cleaning. We can also use it for our purification, spiritual healing. Spiritual healing is not what I meant to say. I meant to say cleansing, but I like spiritual healing too. Sage, rosemary are both things that are used commonly for cleansing the space. Ridding negative energies or entities or negative feelings sprinkled around the home can be added to your bath water depending on what it is. Be careful.
Don't burn your bits.
Yes. Yeah, burn your bits off, which I do have here. I've written a little recipe for a tincture. That if you're brave, you can probably put it in your bathwater, but I do want to, you need to be careful, okay? Because this is the cinnamon tincture ritual.
Oh,
so creating
I don't know about
the cinnamon tincture for awakening. This is cinnamon tincture for awakening the fire within. Yeah, you may not want it on your body. I would probably put a drop into my bathwater. That's
just a little tiny, just a little
tiny. Drop. I'd also put a drop under my tongue. It's probably not going to feel great. Like, it might fucking get my heart going. You know what? Do whatever you want with it to listen.
Be like taking a bite out of a pepper, kind of give your body. It's like taking a piece of 5 gum is what it's going to be like.
That's what it's going to be like. If you're,
taking a bite of a York peppermint patty.
Fucking come all over the Alps. Yeah. If I had to go into a situation where I needed to verbally rip somebody apart, if I needed to be hot with my words, if I needed to if I wanted to tear somebody down verbally, I'd put a little of this on my tongue first. I'd be like, oh yeah, let's fucking go. So
the hot
here's
tongue.
What you need. A hot dog?
The hot tongue.
Oh. I thought you just went, yes, a hot dog.
Hot dog?
A hot dog. Packed ass to throat with hot dog. Okay. Listen. Why would you want to make a cinnamon tincture? Awakening the fire within is what I've called it. Well, first of all, you can use this tincture in your love spells to attract passion and romance and affection. Anoint the candles and burn them while focusing on your intention for love and connection. Protection spells. Cinnamon's known for its protective properties. And you can sprinkle the tincture around your home or your personal space. Put some around doors and windows. And some in like your cleaning wash, if you're doing a spiritual wash, which I need to do with this house. And I haven't yet. Prosperity and abundance. Cinnamon kicks so much ass. It's also associated with fucking wealth and prosperity, brother. Fucking anoint your coins with it. Before you still spend physical money, do ya? Put a little drop of this on it before you send it out there. Why is my Mac saying low battery? My Mac is saying low battery. Macy, vamp for a minute.
Be very careful when you plug it in, because this has happened. This is how we lost that first episode. Remember?
It's okay.
I went to plug in my computer and everything.
Yeah, and it just let's see, spiritual awaken. But just as an aside, the whole thing about spending, whenever you do have to spend money to anoint it with something, I love that as a practice. I saw someone once do it with like an oil that had a glitter or a shimmer in it, and their idea was like they're spending it, but what they're doing is they're telling their money they're not just spending it. They're not just saying goodbye forever to this money. They're sending it out into the world and having it go like, ooh, look at me. I came from a party. Don't you want to be where the fucking party is? And like that was its job, was to like bring in more. So
money will then want to also be glitterified?
Yeah. And they're like, ooh, where'd that fancy dude come from? I want to go there. And I like that so much.
That's cute. That's enough for me. Yeah.
You do it to your debit card too. Why the hell not? Spiritual awakening, energy cleansing, emotional healing, enhanced spell work, and my personal favorite for cinnamon is ancestral work. Ancestral, not ancestral, excuse me.
It was on the line.
I gotta be careful with that one. Ancestral work. Cinnamon is often used in rituals honoring, oh man, this is bad. Honoring ancestors and the spirits of the dead. It is use this to create an offering or libation for an ancestor when you want to venerate them, or incorporate it into divination practices to seek guidance from your spirit team. You will need. That was my chair. I didn't toot. I'll see if I can do it again. Okay. You will need 1 cup of high-proof alcohol. Vodka, rum, Everclear if you're fucking brave. 1/4 of a cup of cinnamon bark chips or cinnamon sticks that you then break into small pieces. Mm-hmm. You will need a glass jar with a tight-fitting lid, a candle, particularly, preferably red or orange, for a little fire, a little spice, You'll need a lighter or, something to light things with, and an anointing oil of your choice, but that is optional. So first of all, we're going to prep. We're going to set up our space, clear it of clutter, create that sacred atmosphere. You can cast a circle if you'd like. We're going to cleanse the inside of the jar. And as you do so, I want you to focus on your intention to create a potent and magical cinnamon tincture. Right? Because I don't want this cinnamon tincture to just always be about love or always be about ancestral work. I want it to just be, I'm not like, ooh, I'm cleansing this for a powerful love potion tincture. Because then you're kind of
you don't want to box yourself in.
Yeah. All I know is that the tincture that is made in this jar is going to be powerful for whatever use I then give it, right? Visualize the energy of the cinnamon and the alcohol infusing, and it's very warm and it's cozy and it's tasty and it loves you so much. It's our Lord and Savior. If desired, you can anoint this jar with a few drops of your anointing oil, or perhaps draw some symbols on the outside of the jar or the inside of the jar if you feel like it. I don't give a shit. Then light your candle, place it on your altar or the space that you're making, and say aloud, "Spirits of cinnamon, lend your fire. Infuse this tincture with my desire."
It's my desire.
It's my desire.
That's fun. I like it.
Don't you want to know why we keep starting fires?
Incantation like that. That's good. Yeah. I like the good open-throated monotone announcement of it.
Spirits of cinnamon.
Yeah.
Then we're going to pour the alcohol into the glass jar, add the cinnamon sticks or the bark or whatever, and like Bob's your uncle, dude, you're done. Seal that jar tight. And the physical work is then done. Your tincture is now currently being created, but sit with it for a minute. I want you to sit with it and hold it in your hands. Visualize the energy of the cinnamon getting pulled out into the alcohol. Everything that cinnamon can offer, expediting things, warmth, prosperity, the love, the ancestor work, all of that. It's all coming out, infusing the alcohol. And then you're going to set it to the side, right? But don't just tuck it somewhere and forget about it. Place it perhaps on your altar or a space that is sacred to you, where you will see it. Maybe you, as over the course of it, infusing, maybe you light that little red candle or orange candle again and let it kind of remind itself and be like, get recharged in what it's doing so it doesn't get stagnant. You'll pick it up and shake it sometimes. You're going to do this for 4 to 6 weeks. And it's just getting stronger every single day. I want you to put that visualization into it, that every day it's doubling what it was the day before, and it's getting stronger and stronger. And after this 4 to 6 week period, open up the glass, strain the cinnamon solids out of it, because there will be some breakdown. So you might want to use a cheesecloth or something to get like little bits out of it, and then transfer it transfer the liquid into a clean glass bottle, usually with a dropper, because when we're talking tinctures, we're talking just drops at a time. Again, a dark bottle is preferable. You could cleanse it and perhaps do the beginning part of this ritual again with just the storage bottle. But when you're done with every step of this, don't forget to give thanks to the cinnamon itself. Give thanks to the alcohol for being the thing that's taking on this vibe. Give thanks to Spirit Team if they stepped in. And that's it. And, I hope that this empowers you and empowers your magical practice with the energy of our Lord and Savior, Cinnamon. Blessed be. Good night.
Did you ever sneeze?
No. And I don't even need to anymore.
It just went away. Slipped right on out of you a different way.
It did.
Slipped on out inside instead of outside.
I feel like rewatching this, at some point I'll see like a little ghost just fly out of my nose. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's just going to skirt on out of there. Okay. Let's talk about carrots.
Let's talk about carrots, baby.
What are your personal opinions on the carrot?
Listen, I love a carrot. I love a carrot. I will eat a carrot for a snack. Like a steamed carrot with a little bit of butter and lots of black pepper. Put it in my body. I like a carrot. I'll eat a carrot any day or night.
What do you think of them? What do you think of them Cracker Barrel glazed carrots? You ever fuck with those?
Oh, they make me horny.
I know, dude. They're so good, and it's such a texture thing. Oh gosh,
they're really, really good, dude.
They're really one of the best things at Cracker Barrel.
Existed until you said that. Ooh.
Yeah. Big old fan. And that's the beauty of carrots, right? Is that you got a lot of different options similar to potatoes, which you got your carrots and potatoes. There's a reason they're put together often. You got different modes, right? Except unlike the patat, you can just throw it down with a raw carrot. And you can just go for it. Listen, I love.
I'll throw down with a raw patat. A little bit of salt.
I won't eat the whole thing, but if I'm like cutting some up for dinner, I'll eat a little raw little piece just because it's kind of like water chestnuts.
Raw dog an entire potato?
I won't raw dog an entire potato, no. But I do like the starchiness of it, kind of, a little tiny little nibble of it. Yeah. But a carrot, dude? Like, that's since I was a kid, it's one of my favorite snacks. And I've talked about it before. I've got a very specific way of eating carrots. Yes. And it's an activity. At that point, you have a whole thing to do. It's great.
I never truly understood. Like, I visualized what you were talking about, but I couldn't place. But I saw a video on it, and the inner carrot has a whole different name. I'm sure you might.
We've always just called it the heart. I didn't actually even look into that today.
I just saw this thing. It was cool. It was like, if you cut it like this, you can take the inner carrot out, and it had some name, and it was like, I forget if it had like the most nutrients or whatever, but I was like, that's what she's talking about.
Yeah, and it's got little pokies. It's got little little knobbies that stick out off the sides of it when you it takes patience. You got to you eat it sideways like a corn on the cob. And you got to work your way around, and it's worth it. And when you can get that whole one, when you pull off doing a whole one, you feel like you really have done something with your day and your life. You're doing really good.
What a good day.
So it seems that your native OG carrots originated in what was Persia and what is now in and around Iran and Afghanistan. So now this, we're talking about the wild carrot, Daucus carota, carrot.
That's a comic book villain.
And I guess it's Daucus, maybe Daucus. Daucus is
Are they white?
like to me. So
I feel like wild carrots are
great. So wild carrot is very different from your thick, fat, juicy carrots that you see at the grocery store.
Did you found that shirt? You found it.
I found it.
You found it. You found your Killer Clown shirt.
I found my Killer Clown shirt. I was very, very excited about it.
I don't know why it didn't click with me until just. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I'm very happy you found the shirt.
I lived through the eclipse with it. It went through totality with it. It was like the day after I found it. I was like, oh my God. And I wore it on the eclipse.
It was meant to be. Okay, I'm so sorry. Continue.
So they're different. Wild carrot's different than our new time, what's the word? Modern day grocery store carrot. And you might, though, be a little familiar with wild carrot because it goes by a very notable AKA Queen Anne's lace.
Didn't know that until recently.
I knew it was one of them. I knew that there was carrot was tied to one of them because you also got to always be careful with Queen Anne's lace because it looks just like poison hemlock. So like, I just always know that there's like wild carrot, Queen Anne's lace, hemlock. I touch none of them. Because I don't trust any of them. So fun names.
I was blackberry picking at my other grandma's house.
I just was doing it too.
And I was out there and I was like, hey, this is Queen Anne's lace. And I was with somebody and they were like, she was like, no, that's carrot. And I'm like, what? And I was like, it's Queen. And I pull it and there was a carrot about that big on the end of it. And I smelt it and I was like, that's fucking carrot.
So we get into kind of some differences there. We've got some other fun names. So we got Queen Anne's lace, of course, but we've got Bee's Nest is a name, as well as Bird's Nest, and my personal favorite, Devil's Plague, which I don't understand. Whoa. I didn't see everywhere, but I saw it on like the North Dakota like ag site or so. It was it was like a state's website. Tight. I was like, I trust this enough for that. So Devil's Plague, which is awesome. Super cool.
That's sick.
Now, we're not going to talk a whole bunch about Queen Anne's lace, aka wild carrot, because frankly, I want to talk about food carrots way more. So Queen Anne's lace, wild carrot's going to be another topic for another day.
I'm Googling.
And
just want to look at a wild carrot while you talk about it.
It's pretty. It's Queen Anne's lace. And originally, wild carrot was grown for its leaves and its seeds. That's what they were after. And that might seem like a little odd considering we like the taproot nowadays, but it's not that way when you think about some of carrot's close relatives that have also been cultivated for leaves and seeds, such as dill, parsley, fennel, and cumin, which...
How good is dill?
Dude, dill's my favorite. I didn't get to grow any this year, and I'm bummed about it, but it is my favorite herb, like, bar none. But those are all your leaves and seeds, guys, except for fennel, I feel like, which has got that thick, fat ass that grows on it. And I
don't like fennel. Tastes too much like licorice.
I like fennel, but I've never eaten the bulb. I think you can do that, right? Do you eat the big white part? Or do you eat just the top?
I wouldn't try it. I'm too scared. To pick shit off the floor and eat it? Are you serious?
Off the floor. So, we've seen through multiple food topics that we've had on this show that humans like to start futzing around with stuff and making it better. And that is something that happened with carrots. And the taproot became the focus. Of course it did. And so... long history of cultivating carrots, really. So the plant was introduced into Spain by the Moors during the 8th century AD. And by the 10th century AD, it was starting to spread around to all over Europe by that point, and eventually made it to West Asia and India. And cultivation was really rocking and rolling here. And cultivated carrots, not like, which is like wild carrots, cultivated carrots appeared in China in the 14th century and in Japan in the 18th century. So cultivation really popped off and spread.
Is carrot in Ratatouille?
I feel like they probably cut carrots at some point in that. Oh, you mean the dish? I thought you meant the
dish.
movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's eggplant. What is in? I've made ratatouille before, but I can't remember what goes in it.
Hey, look! If you Google ratatouille, the first thing that comes up is the film as well. So
I believe that. It's super cute. What is in that? I know it's eggplant. Another squash. Isn't there another type of squash that goes in there?
I feel like it's all very wet. Like it's all very like wet.
It is very wet. Tomatoes. There's like a tomato base, I think.
Onion, carrot, crushed tomatoes, parsley, eggplant, zucchini, tomatoes.
Okay. Yeah.
But it looks like the carrot is part of like it's not featured like the eggplant, zucchini, and tomato is. It's kind of chopped up with the onions. And
I bet it's like a kind of like a mirepoix kind of situation. Yes. And it's all up in the base.
I love that. Wow.
Me too. So nowadays, according to britishcarrots.co.uk, it's the UK's favorite vegetable. And we now know it as Docus carota sativus, which is your modern carrot. Your modern day carrot. I know. I was like, whoa. What? And generally, it's considered to be a pretty palatable vegetable. Not to say that everybody likes carrots, but it's not one of your divisive vegetables as much as, for example, just eggplant, right? That one's one that's a bit more polarizing for people.
How you feel about eggplant?
Oftentimes, depends on how it's prepared. If we're talking like eggplant moussaka, I'm passing away. It's the best thing I could possibly think of. If I'm having to cook the eggplant, it tastes like shit. So it just really depends. I've never been able to cook eggplant right.
I can fry it. I can fry it like a green tomato, but that's it.
That's pretty damn good. Yeah, I've never actually tried to fry it. I've always tried baking it, and it just tastes awful. But when I get it done, and people who know how to make eggplant stuff cook it, it's delicious. It's so good. But it's a popular vegetable because generally most people like it because there's a variety of textures. You don't like it raw, maybe you like it cooked a little bit. And if you don't like it mushy, maybe you like it cooked a little bit. So it's like, kind of in between there. There's a level.
Like a soup.
That
I feel like you could make a carrot soup, right? There's like a carrot soup.
There's carrot soup.
Soup and a carrot.
You can make carrot soup. There's carrot soup. Okay, I don't know if I took the notes, but I saw it mentioned when taking notes. And listen, you got carrot cake. So.
Shut the fuck up.
I love carrot cake, dude.
Carrot cake is it's probably my legitimate
carrot cake.
Not gonna give it the favorite title, but
it's not my favorite, but it's up there for me because it's that Italian
it's the cream cheese icing.
I know, and that always is a winner. But Italian cream cake pulls forward because of the coconut. That's the difference there. I'll take that over because also carrot cake's got a bit more cinnamon in it, which is fine. But like I'm going with that coconut and cream cheese combo with that Italian wedding. That's a soup. Italian cream cake.
Italian wedding soup, by the way, bums me out.
Fuck you. We've had this conversation and we're not doing it again. I refuse. I've said my piece. It's the best goddamn soup there is. So, anyway, apparently though, original early day wild carrot taproots fucking sucked. They were small and they were bitter and they were woody. So they needed centuries of cultivation to make them better. And I don't know if you've ever had a vegetable that's gone woody, quote, like the term woody, but it's miserable.
Yeah.
Awful. Okra likes to go woody. If you don't pick okra in one calendar day, you got like a 24 calendar window to pick okra. And if you miss that, it goes woody and you can't eat it. You just can't do it. It can't be done. And it's so amazing how instantly the fibers just turn to stone. Can't be done.
I've definitely had it served at a restaurant and been like, yes. I feel like they should know better.
This has gone woody. And by the 6th century AD, so we're going back a little bit in time here before all that cultivation. The Greek physician Dioscorides in the first century.
Hippocrates, thank you.
The first century pharmacopoeia of herbs and medicines that he wrote. So I guess it was called De Materia Medica, mentioned 3 types of carrots at that point. So in the 6th century AD, there were already 3 types of carrots. They'd been busy. They've been making them carrots. And implies cultivation. The fact that it's not just wild carrot. I don't know what kind of carrots. Carrot? But they all three are broken out, that there's 3 carrots, and it says the root can be cooked and eaten. So we know that by the 6th century, there'd been some carrots that had been made and were eatable. People were chowing down on them. And funny enough, while the orange carrots that we see today are perhaps the most familiar to us, it is really the purple hue, which we find maybe more fancy. So like when somebody's got purple carrots, you're like, oh, they went to Central Market and got the purple carrots.
It's like when you go to a Mexican joint and they've got like the red and the blue chips.
The blue corn chips. Hell yeah, bro.
Shit. Yeah.
Interestingly enough, and honestly kind of similar to that, the original strains, the original thing, like the original carrots were more often purple. They were purple. And so the bright orange carrots came a good bit later on in the 16th century. But before then, mostly your carrots were purple or yellow, and then white sometimes. But that orange slowly rocked up. And what changed in the 16th century? Well, the Dutch. Because they began really crossing a bunch of different strains of carrots, trying to, there was always agendas when you're trying to cultivate plants, but there was a hope for pest resistance, which would be ideal. That was always something that you're trying to do when you're cultivating. But either way, out came this consistently very orange carrot, which was very sweet and pest resistant. So it was just very flavorful, very good. And so there it is. And there's a fun little, little folk legend about this that I accidentally fell into, but I had to include it because this character, this historian that's trying to just clarify this, his frustration cracks me up. So, there's a folk tale that the orange color was intentionally chosen for the breeding to honor the House of Orange, the Dutch royal family at the time. And that was the point of the orange carrot. Now, it seems that's not actually true because there's no real evidence of it. Not to mention, there was documentation, it seems, of other orange carrots prior. I mean, like that's what was being used to cross and make.
Is he gonna get sassy? Because sometimes when people get real pedantic about this stuff, they get a little sassy.
Oh, dude, and well, this is funny. We have a very interesting instance with this person to this character. So, it's a persisting though folk legend nonetheless. And in fact, so the article that I read featured the curator of the World Carrot Museum, one John Staller Cizik, and it included the fun, frustrated tone here, and I went ahead and took it down. And some snippets were, and it's a 3-parter here. Through the development and stabilization of the orange carrot, though the development and stabilization of the orange carrot root does appear to date from around the period in the Netherlands, it is unlikely that honoring William of Orange had anything to do with it. And then later on, there is no documentary evidence that the Dutch invented orange carrots to honor their royal family. And lastly, I repeat, orange carrots were never developed solely to honor the royal family, no matter how often the Dutch repeat this myth.
Oh, you know you're salty about it when you say it thrice.
It reminded me of the professor and scholar that wrote the Brown Recluse article, that's like, they're not that fucking bad, guys, please just read this. Like it's the same tone. So what makes carrots orange? Well, many people know this already, but let's wheel back through time to high school again and talk about the orange pigment in carrots that results from beta carotene, which is found in high quantities in orange carrots. And so this pigment gives it the bright orange color, and it's also a rich source of vitamin A and a crucial micronutrient for human health, including, which you've always probably heard, I've always heard, is they're good for your eyeballs. You need to eat carrots for your eyesight.
For your eyeballs.
So there's definitely truth to this, and I've also got a bit of a funny story involving this throughout history. But before we get to that, purple carrots, they contain less beta carotene and more anthocyanins, which is a group of antioxidants found in red, blue, and purple fruits and vegetables. So they're also important for human health, but they have different nutritional qualities than beta carotene. So
they're
the
not
selective
solve
breeding,
your blindness.
So you got different strokes and different carrots here, and so the
I was
selective
definitely
breeding.
told as a child who wore glasses more than a few times, like, you didn't eat enough carrots.
I heard it over and over and over. You got to eat carrots to keep your eyesight good, and this selective breeding, making orange the prominent color, reduced the quantity of anthocyanins to raise basically more. So they're higher in beta carotene. That's the moral of that story. So eat both. But have no fear. They're still working on breeding that perfect super carrot. Don't worry, Texas A&M is on it, because you've seen.
Yeah, dude. Oh, when Texas A&M gets on it, it's fucking done.
Dude, they're already like infiltrating the jalapeno market. Have you heard about the mild jalapeno? You can't even get like real jalapenos anymore. I'm so pissed. Like, so anyway, you've maybe seen these carrots before. They're purple on the outside. Cut it. Orange on the inside. Best of both worlds, you assholes. They got your brother. Antioxidants on the outside. You got your beta carotene on the inside. You've never been so healthy. It's right there for you.
You've never had better eyes. Dude. And how cool would it be to serve that dish on Halloween?
Why?
Because the color.
Oh, purple and orange. Okay. I was like trying to think of metaphysical benefits. I was like,
I have never felt more alone than in that instance.
Oh my God.
Ooh, okay.
So,
okay. It's rare when I say things to you and I'm met with,
why? So,
okay.
Of course, there's other colors of carrots aside from purple and orange. You've got your white carrots and your yellow carrots and your black carrots and your red carrots. There's all different kinds of carrots. And interestingly, John Stolar-Cizik actually showed up again in an entirely different article on an entirely different subject that I was reading on him from the Smithsonian Museum. So, real popular guy in the world of carrot knowledge, by the way.
Okay. He's the
when
carrot
I read
guy.
the name, I was like, what? So... This is a different historical occurrence, which it involves the carrots tie-in to eyesight. Now, but it takes it in a wacky direction that was fueled by British World War II propaganda, and the belief basically got out that eating carrots could give you night vision, which is. So
tight, dude. If you're you're trying to fight the Nazis. You want that night vision.
How did this happen? How did they get the night vision? So here's the story. It's 1940. The Blitzkrieg is going on. The Luftwaffe is kicking ass and being terrible. And they're often striking in the dead of night, under the cover of darkness.
In the dead of night.
And it has made it more difficult, though, for German planes to hit to make it harder for German planes to hit targets, British cities started ordering citywide blackouts at night. Everybody's got to turn all their lights off so the planes can't see us and bomb us to death.
London has endured another night of German bombing. You remember that?
And what is that? What is that? Why do I remember that?
It's in Titanic, Adventure Out of Time.
Dude, I watched y'all play that for so many hours that it's just stuff wormed in so deep.
Yeah.
I swear.
Yeah.
And so the Royal Air Force was able to fight back during this time as well because of the recent delicious development of some new tight-ass radar technology that they were able to use it was the onboard airborne interception radar, and it was first used by the Royal Air Force apparently in 1939. So this was making it to where they were able to pinpoint bombers before they reached close enough, and they were able to find them and, kind of issue a defense against them.
I will never understand how stuff like that works.
Oh, me neither.
I'll never get it.
But they didn't want anybody to know that the way that they were being so defensively effective was because of this radar, right? And so to keep that under wraps, according to
fucking kidding me?
According to Stoller Cizik's research pulled from the files of the Imperial War Museum, the Mass Observation Archive, and the UK National Archives, the ministry provided another reason for the success, which was
they started a rumor.
Carrots. And this is because you're exactly right. They didn't want it to get out about this radar technology, right? And so they publicized that their best night pilot gunner, whatever he was doing, their best one, his name is John Cunningham, also called Cat's Eyes, John Cunningham. And he had quite a few takedowns under his belt. And so apparently he ate a, quote, excess of carrots and could see real good in the dark. So they even publicized, I'm going to send this to you, my guy.
Send it to me.
They publicized this to the public, right? To try to cover this up the best that they could. And I'm sending you a screenshot of one that I found that was real good. So initially it was like military war propaganda, and it would feature soldiers and shit like that, right? That you have on the posters, like the one that I'm about to send to you right now. And so the one that I just sent you, let me know when you get it, because then I'll read it, because I don't want to spoil the words for you. Do
you send it on Facebook?
I sent it on Messenger. And so the way that this worked, right, is so they wanted to ensure that the Germans, as much as they possibly could, believed that the way that the British were being so effective in their nighttime defense was carrots. They really wanted to lean into this and try to get this believed as much as possible. So, for instance, like this poster we have here up at the top, it says, "Night sight can mean life or death." And it's got a soldier and he's crouched and he's got his helmet on, and it says, "Eat carrots and leafy green or yellow vegetables rich in vitamin A, essential for night sight." So night sight was the term.
I can't see it. It hasn't, I don't know if it's not sent or what, but I want this. Oh, wait, it just came through. Everybody shut up.
And the one that you're about to see
is
more on the military.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very, very legit, right? And so later on, though, there were posters of just like telling moms and kids, "Hey, eat your carrots because you could see better during the blackouts." So like they were really driving this home. And listen, it's not really clear or documented on if the Germans ever believed any of this shit. However, there is rumored mythical evidence that they began to sneak extra carrots down to their own pilots just in case, just like, well, it can't fucking hurt, but
it couldn't hurt.
That's not substantiated, I don't think. But either way, it did morph into the public belief that was pushed and confirmed by the government that eating carrots can help you see in the dark. And they were really just having to try to lean into it to cover up that radar tech, and carrots were who took the fall. Great. And again, they ran with carrots for that explanation. Nothing else. Carrots. And this spirals on to how carrots actually have this whole history with World War II that I can't go into because I'm trying to stay on topic today, but know that this is nuts, and I had to really wheel myself in here on all of this. So anyway, that's a lot of history. Let's get into the metaphysical side of things now. So, accidentally, it's kind of similar to savory, because it likes to make dicks hard, apparently, notably, big time. But interestingly, it likes to make lady dicks go soft. So that was according to the Greeks only, though. I only saw that. But it was gets men horny, gets ladies totally cooled off, not into it. So I don't know what that's about.
Only serve the carrots to the ding-dongs.
Apparently so. Okay. And I found a very intense website, and this sentence was in it, and I just have it in quotes, and it was, heap loads of masculine energy in the carrot. And I'm sorry. One more time. I read it and read it again and read it again. Heap loads of masculine energy in the carrot.
I don't want to put loads of anything in my carrots.
Heap loads. And you're putting it in the carrot. What do you mean? So in a book review that I found online of a book titled How Carrots Won the Trojan War by one Rebecca Rupp, I learned 2 interesting bits of history about the carrot that I was not aware of. One's a bit more physical, but the other one's metaphysical, which is why it's in this section. So, according to historical record, the soldiers inside the Trojan horse apparently ate a shit pile of carrots to constipate themselves so they wouldn't have to shit when they were in the horse. But I feel like that would just, it is a lot of fiber. So you just have too much, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Too many carrots.
I don't know. It could have completely
shit in the horse.
Worked the way you didn't want it to go. Maybe they were shitting carrots everywhere.
And the second one involves the Roman Emperor Caligula, who allegedly once fed the Roman Senate an entire feast of carrots in the hope that it would stir them all into an orgy so he could just watch, which is a very Caligula thing to do. And apparently in this book, Caligula is described as having a, quote, fun-loving streak, which I think is an interesting choice.
That's a way to put it.
Interesting way to boil down Caligula as a fun-loving streak. He's
just a fun-loving guy. Yeah.
Oh, so
okay.
But lust of man in particular, it seems, is a big deal with the carrot. Right. But not just that. There's other stuff too that the carrot can do. So if we draw a comparison to the physical and the metaphysical, we often find an overlay. We talk about this a lot, how physical properties oftentimes mirror metaphysical properties. And
Is it because the carrot looks like a hard dick?
Well, kind of, yes. That's a good way to put it. And because it worked, I didn't even think about that, but that works in this way too, because what are carrots good for? Your eyes. And they got that goodness for the eyeball. They will not give you night vision, but they are healthy for your eyeballs. Have they disproven it? I think they probably have disproven that by now.
Not according to this poster that I saw.
So, yeah, from the 40s. So while they are nourishing to your physical eyes, why can't they be nourishing to your subtle eyes? Your why not? And there could be some reasons for this, to where you're wanting to cleanse and better the health of your spiritual eye, if you will, your spiritual vision. No, maybe you're an artist.
Spiritual eyes.
Look with your spiritual eyes. Maybe you're an artist and you've been in a bit of a slump and you've been kind of critical of your work lately, and that's kind of crunching your flow because it's kind of backing up your pipeline a little bit because you're a little too fixated and critical on what you're doing. Or maybe you've not felt as connected to your psychic site lately. Maybe it's not all come through as much as you feel like it used to, or whatever. If the physical body overlays the subtle, why can we not soothe and clear that site as well? And maybe you want to make some maple glazed carrots. And not just because they're delicious, but like you're combining some properties. Maple is often seen as being an opener or a revealer of energetic obstruction. And carrots, they have that tie-in of vision. So it's like maybe that's what you're doing. You're combining those properties of opening up that vision and in a dish that's just goddamn tasty. You know?
Like, go to Cracker Barrel. Get the glazed carrots.
Get that barrel, man. Get that barrel and put it inside.
On your fucking third eye.
God.
Or wherever you're... Just put them in your eyeballs.
Yeah. Just double fist them. They're soft. They'll mush.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
I'd do anything those carrots ask me
I want some of those so bad, dude. Ever since I've taken these notes,
now.
I've wanted some so badly, dude. I've got handle.
I went to the barrel the other day. What'd you get? I got pancakes. They could make the best pecan pancakes in the world.
You got some pancakes. All right. I do like a Cracker Barrel pancake. I've not had one in a while. Yeah. I like their blueberry pancakes. They're really good. They put a lot of blueberries in there, and that's what I require.
That's the thing. That when you get an additive at the barrel, they go whole hog.
They give you everything you could ever dream of at the barrel. I swear. I love them so much. Hunter and me went there the other day. We fucking threw down, and it was like $24. I don't understand the barrel.
How much you can eat at the barrel and how little you can spend.
It's
and then you get to walk the country store.
You get to walk that country store. It's a happy place. Are they nationwide? Is Cracker Barrel up north? Have we talked about this?
I'm gonna look at it.
I hope that they are. I hope that Cracker Barrel is across the country because I want everyone to have it.
Typed in Cracker B and the first thing that comes up is Cracker Barrel carrot recipe.
It's been listening. It's listening to our words. I hate it. So, another prominent trait of the carrot is the color. They're very bright. Whether they're purple or whether they're orange or whatever, they're a color. And they're very pretty and noticeable. And when you cook them, they don't really lose that color. That color stays. If not, sometimes even getting brighter and like more vibrant when you cook them and when you peel them and all that shit. So maybe you're into color magic. Maybe that's what you are into. And you want to infuse some orange or some purple or any of the carrot colors. Eat them. Eat them colors. Take them colors and put them inside of you and soak them in that way.
Take these colors and put them inside you. It looks as if Cracker Barrel is everywhere.
Okay, then everybody needs to go to it like in the next week. Go to Cracker Barrel. Have yourself a goddamn meal.
A merry little Cracker Barrel.
So, carrots are seen as an energetically positive food. They're just as a good food for the body's energy. Whatever you call it. Life force, prana, chi, whatever you call based on your practice. So from an Ayurvedic perspective, they're considered to be a sattvic food, which is one of the three gunas.
Food?
Sattvic. SATTV.
Okay. That's cool too.
IC. And so it's one of the three gunas. So you have sattva, rajas, and tamas. We're too far into this episode for me to go into this. I have an entire episode on it over on Macy and East Yoga, but to keep it very
link in the
short,
description.
Keep it very, very short. Sattvic foods are considered to be clean, pure, nourishing food that promotes physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. It's just good, pure,
overall good, net positive,
good food, and carrots are just good for you, man. And unless I guess you're allergic, which they're not good for you. Don't eat them. But otherwise, they're pretty good for you.
I mean, it's going to be tough for them when the power goes out and we all need to see in the dark. We're going to learn who's allergic to carrots real fast.
You just got to make it. You just got to expand our night sight.
Shit hits the fan? You need them carrots.
Night sight. I feel like they went with that purely out of a branding perspective because it rhymes. Got to have that night sight. Yeah.
Night sight.
And wrapping us up today, I have a Cora question and answer.
Good.
Because I wasn't even looking for this, but it stopped me in my tracks with, can I use black magic to turn a carrot into a vegetable? And one of the best answers, I know, it does. The longer you think on it and you sit on it, it doesn't make sense. One more time. That is, can I use black magic to turn a carrot into a vegetable? It's the most Cora thing I have ever read.
Cora, absolutely.
And we got one of my favorite answers I have ever come across on Cora It's fucking savage, but hilarious. So this was by a very, very sweet Melissa. So here we go. Buckle up for this. Perhaps you don't know that a carrot is a vegetable? Well, no problem. I'll tell you exactly what to do. Stand on a piece of black construction paper, and on the night of the dark moon, cast a circle around yourself with an egg beater. Throw shiny new quarters from your pocket into the 4 directions, casting quarters, and invoke the jolly green giant with this ancient incantation. Vegetable man, come to me. Ha, ha, ha. He, he. Then visualize yourself as a really, really orange giant carrot. Be very careful here, or you might accidentally call something really orange and evil that walks in the shape of a man. And allow yourself to be immersed in the great primordial bowl of vegetable soul. Feel the steam. Smell the irresistible aroma. Chant, good.
Why is this almost exactly like a real spell?
I know. Good. That's what Campbell's soup is. Good. I somewhat date myself here. It was a commercial way back then, so it's really ancient and powerful. Open your eyes. A carrot is a vegetable. You are that carrot. Take a breath and eat yourself. Like Odin, you have changed reality and sacrificed yourself to yourself. Great power awaits you.
What a long-winded way to call somebody a dumbass.
An absolute fucking dipshit. Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, my cheek hurts.
Yeah.
I feel like the person who wrote that at least dabbles in magic, because there's no way you're getting that close.
They knew too much. Yeah, like even though it was kind of jokey, I was like, everything was just right enough and wrong. You know, like they knew enough to make it comedically wrong, which means you know stuff.
Smell the broth or whatever. Yeah, that's great.
Like I casting a circle with an egg beater. Something about that just implies that, like, I don't know. It's just funny enough
throwing
to me.
The corners.
Like, you know, yeah, casting quarters. Yeah, I'm into it. That's one of my favorite answers ever made. But anyway, that's carrots. I'm done now.
We've learned a lot today, and we will learn a lot tomorrow with SimCap. And then we'll learn a lot next Wednesday, and we'll learn a lot next Thursday with SimCap. And then we'll learn a lot the Wednesday after that, and then we'll learn a lot the Thursday after that, too. What I'm saying is, we're here every Wednesday.
ABL.
Mostly. Give or take.
Always be learning.
And Thursdays, we're here with SimCap. And if you'd like to join us for that, please do so over on Patreon.
We're down to the last 3 episodes.
Oh, shit.
Thrice more.
Things are about to get intense. There is so much content over there for you. This is what, our 4th season of Simply Cap. We've got SimCaps and WimpCaps. We've done more. It's only when I read the list that I'm like, we've covered more shit than I even remember that we did a whole fucking Invader Zim episode that I forget about all of the time. I just remembered we did Anastasia,
Queen Charlotte,
the not Disney movie, like
the not Disney movie. Yeah. So
everything's Disney now.
It's rock. We got Bridgerton rolling in. We're coming for Bridgerton. It's about to drop. You bet your sweet asses we are covering it.
I'm so ready for this season of Bridgerton. I'm ready.
I am stoked for this, dude. I am stoked for it. So,
but first,
anyway, what?
Oh, you looked like you were going to say something. But first, before we can do any of that, we have to end this episode, and there's no better way to do that than with a steaming hot before bed cup of review footage. And today's review footage comes from, listen to this, Fogged in Mossy Covered Soul.
I could be there.
That's a lot. And this is called 10 out of 10. I've been listening for over 3 years now. That makes me want to just leap.
I did feel like that made my eyes point 2 different
3 years. And these 2 are the best. After finding this podcast, I binged and got caught up real quick. The spooky sods are epic, and I look forward to every Wednesday. My daughter and I frequently discuss and laugh over various episodes together. I love that added opportunity to bond together on our spiritual journeys. Keep up the wonderful service, ladies. Love you bunches. Thank you, Fogged and Mossy Covered Soul.
Fogged and Mossy Covered Soul. That's just a nice sentence.
I'm sorry we say things a lot that might be weird to talk about with your daughter.
They're in it. They're fine.
Butthole.
Or inside.
Inside a butthole?
Butthole.
Vagina?
That's fine. That's fine. We've said worse. I'm trying to grasp at straws at some of the way worse things we've ever said. But granted, I think most of that, I feel like for some reason lives on Patreon. One thing
probably
that you need to remember, always remember, is fucking Anahata's purpose.
Never forget Anahata's purpose. I'm so psyched to be there this year. We get to see the river again.
Think about it every single day of my life.
Yeah.
And I'm so fucking ready. Get your tickets. Come hang.
Know what?
It's going to be great.
You know what blew my mind the other day? I was looking at just a couple of, well, I say the other day, but it's really just something I've noticed being talked about here in recent times. How many people have gone to Anahata's and met people who they are best friends with now?
Yeah.
And
that's super awesome.
We see each other every week. Like we do stuff in a very localized. It blew my mind. And there are people who are just like, I can't believe that I didn't know this person until I went. And I'm like, that's tight.
It makes me so happy. I can't wait. I'm ready to go again. Get your tickets, go camp, get a cabin, whatevs.
Yeah.
Come on up.
I'm ready to see a snake in the river.
We saw a snake in the river last time.
Put my foot in its mouth.
Just a little baby. It was just a little tiny.
Yeah,
little tiny snake. We had to pull a snake out of our sump tank in the aquaponic system the other day. They're just chilling.
Was he eating the fish?
No, he was in the sump tank is like what catches the water that then sucks out and goes back into the beds again. Yeah. And, but it was like one of those, it was a garter snake with like the two stripes down its back, and Hunter just like grabbed its tail and did the flink, like did the, the whip throw, and it just landed and fucked off.
Just fucked right off. Yeah.
And then fucked right off.
How do they move? I don't know. We'll see.
How
do
they climb trees?
How do they do anything?
That's the proof we live in a simulation to me. The fact that they can climb a tree is the fact that this is all a fucking joke.
There are some things that are commonplace enough that I feel like they were like, dude, this isn't the simulators. They were like, we can't just have this creature be able to do this. We got to fix this bug. And they were like, no, what you do is you just make them see it a lot. And then they stop
all the
questioning
time.
that it's weird.
And nobody gives a shit.
And nobody cares. Nobody talks about
it. It's like. It's so insane. They shouldn't be able. How do they climb trees?
I don't know. I'm sure we'll get a very detailed response, and it will be perfectly scientifically accurate. But
I don't trust.
I don't know. Something about the devil. I don't know.
I like snakes. I'm a huge fan of snakes, but I do think that they have superpowers. I think that they.
I think they're otherworldly. They're not from this place. Yeah.
They're like octopuses. You know, they just have kind of that vibe to them that I just feel like they've got a lot more going on than we think they do.
I like octopuses until I remember they have that weird crotch beak thing, and it freaks me out.
That's the deal breaker?
Every time I see it, it makes me feel weird. Yeah.
Yeah. It wants to take your nose off. It wants to get right on your face and just clip your nose right off. Just take it.
Yeah. Don't like it. Goodbye.
Everybody, we're leaving. I guess follow us on socials. Check out the giveaway. We'll be starting to do our actual giveaway themed post, which is where you do the giveaway engagement shit. We'll talk about it in the post. And we're also highlighting individually kind of what's being in the giveaway that you can see. And as bundles as everything arrives, we'll start posting pictures of the bundles proper, but it's trickling in. But anyway, stay tuned on that and start participating because it's fucking happening. We got 3 weeks.
And win some cool shit. We're doing 3 different bundles. So 3 of you guys out there got a chance. That's 2 more than 1.
It's 2 more when three become.
I was just about to do it. All right. See you next week.
My face is tired.
I gotta go. I'm hitting stop.
Now.
Goodbye. Goodbye.